Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Lauren Knighty, and my face matches my shirt tonight. Sorry. I'm here with Omar, the Tilted Lawyer. We're going to go over some of these filings by some of the content creators who were hit with the social media subpoenas. We are going to have to kind of skim over a lot of this tonight. I'm sure I'm going to be.
You don't have to read them all for me because I kind of in the background know what's going on.
Yeah. So I know that. So I will kind of skim over them, and then I will get into some more of that later on when I have more time to be more attentive to it. Tonight I have a lot of stuff to do, and then of course I had a lot of stuff to do earlier tonight. So instead I decided to clean every inch of my house, and now I'm sweating. So now we're all up to speed. Just letting you know.
Okay.
You have no idea what I just said. Sorry, I'm pulling this.
You're saying you're going to take a bath for the first time in. Well, I think you said you needed a bath.
At least a year. No, I didn't say that at all.
Okay.
Sorry, I was not prepared for this. Give me one sec. All right. So everybody knows Leanne. Obviously, she's pretty popular on Twitter for her threads of all the documents, but she's stuck in this now, and she's actually in the UK, so it's kind of weird for her. And I think she also included like some British law in here, which is like going to be a little confusing for me because I definitely don't know.
Well, I think her whole. About that, but... Could I just summarize what she was basically saying?
Please do. Because I'm just gonna go through a little bit of this. You go ahead and do that.
She said, "You have no jurisdiction to pull shit from me all the way over here in the UK, and you can go fuck yourselves."
Oh.
I ain't giving you shit.
Okay.
What was that? A pretty good summation, Leanne? I don't know.
She's not here with it. Is Leanne in the room with us right now, Omar?
I thought I saw. Well, if she's not,
what's wrong with you?
Tell me later.
No, she probably is hanging around. Leanne, I promise I'll read all of this later. We can't. Oh, there she is. Okay, you're not insane.
She had like a whole 3.5 hour live stream, I think, on hers.
I know. I was trying to listen to some of it, and then I just some people with accents for some reason it just makes me so like I just want to like drink tea and go to sleep. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. No, she read hers and then she summarized it. I just took the liberty of summarizing it even further.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was.
I like mine better.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
If you want to put it that way. Let's see. Where she put something in here? Okay. So this was about Andy's call. I did want to bring this up. Okay.
Yeah.
Ms. Hudson filed a letter to the court stating one subpoenaed content creator even went so far as to record a call with a receptionist from Ms. Lively's attorney's office without express consent and then posted the recording on YouTube. Ms. Hudson then proceeded to include a link to the content creator's show where he was recording his call with the receptionist. The video very clearly showed that the content creator had notified the receptionist that the call was being recorded at the start of it, and the receptionist had chosen to continue the call under those circumstances. So does that matter that she didn't like say yes specifically if she just like went on and kept talking? I just wanted to ask you that.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Oh God,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So, if it's a two-party consent state, one party says, I'm recording this phone call. The other person proceeds to talk. Does it matter that they didn't say, yes, you can record?
No, if they continue to talk, that's consent.
Okay. Well,
all I got to do is say, look, it's like when you get those, when you get phone calls and like, hey, this call is being recorded for quality assurance. You have the option to opt out of that call. But if you continue after that message is heard and you continue with the conversation, you've been given opportunity and notice to withdraw. That's all that's required.
Okay. All right. I mean, there's some of the more interesting stuff I wanted to get to, but it's like I didn't prepare for this very well. And you're like obviously very short. You're a man of few words tonight, so it's throwing me off a little bit.
I'm sorry.
So give me a second here.
I'm sorry, I'm not my normal jovial self. It's been a week.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. But okay, hang on. All right. So we were talking about her promotion. What's that?
You'll notice I'm still in the office.
I actually didn't notice that at all. I'm sorry.
Well.
But no, you're good. Don't worry about it. I was just being a dick.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Baldoni was the only cast member who was vocal about domestic violence, and in fact, on the occasions Miss Lively was asked a question about domestic abuse or how people could share their experiences with her, she scoffed, laughed, and answered with an inappropriate joke. The rest of the promotion fared no better with cross-promotions of hair care products and alcohol, which was completely at odds with the intended supportive message surrounding domestic violence, and name-dropping her famous friends. Ms. Lively has previously referred to herself as Khaleesi, and some of these friends as her dragons, whom she can benefit from. So we all know that story, but okay. Along with their clothing brands and songs. There was further controversy when Brandon Sklinner filmed a junket with Ryan Reynolds, who portrayed a jealous husband, Hugh Jackman portraying a jealous best friend, and Mr. Reynolds' mother portraying a jealous mother-in-law, while simultaneously fixating on a close-up image of Mr. Sklinar's posterior. And I like that she had to specify that it was clothed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually don't remember that one. So I guess she's getting into like what was wrong with the promotion of the film because this here she kind of spells it out here. Miss Lively, who still cannot accept the criticism against her online, is entirely organic. So she kind of set that up there.
Yeah.
And of her own making, has made yet another move guaranteed to make matters far worse for her reputation by lashing out at content creators on social media. So, all right. As far as
this is an amazingly written document. Props to Leanne.
Yeah, I mean, I read over it. I read over it yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to stream it all yesterday because I was so busy. So,
I know.
Like I said, I'll do the whole thing tomorrow at some point. I just won't get a chance to do it all tonight because there's 3 of you guys and 1.5 of us because only one of us is listening while the other one's talking.
Could I just clarify the content creators that are on the docket now is yourself, Leanne, Cassidy. Who are the other 3?
Ashley, McKinsey, and Perez Hilton.
Perez Hilton.
Perez Hilton.
Oh, yeah. I heard he's having he's a little perturbed.
Oh, he's perturbed is a word for it. Yeah, I guess he would probably say so.
No, I'd say other things.
He would say other things, yes.
I'm quite certain.
He has a creative way of saying things.
Yes, he does. He's been around for a long time now.
More expressive than I am. I just say cunt over and over again. He's like got all kinds of words.
Yeah, but I feel like you're graduating from that word. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's just
evolution is a good thing.
It's hard to let go of. We've been together so long.
Every now and then, you got to bring it back out.
Right. Well, I'm trying to be a little more careful with my words these days, especially because I know people are watching.
Because you're world famous?
I'm not world famous, but people tend to drag me into things now, apparently.
You're a YouTube fan? Oh, yeah, I've been dragged into stuff. I
was talking about this trial, but whatever you're going on about, I'm sure we can talk about that later because I don't feel like that's a conversation that needs to be had.
You already know. We've already talked that whole thing out. It's been squashed.
Yeah. All right. So she's telling what they were asking from X, which I think is basically what they were asking from YouTube. They want like backup recovery details and that stuff. Yeah. So for her, they actually misspelled her username. I remember. So even if X had decided to inform her, they I don't know if they would have sent it to the wrong person or what. But it sounds like most people did not get this email from X the way we got it from Google. So like Google, as unresponsive as they have been, we're actually better at notifying anyone than
that's right. They caught
either of these other platforms.
I forgot about that.
I mean, TikTok hasn't said shit, but TikTok is like, I doubt TikTok is giving over anything. I feel like that's not going to happen.
Still curious that they haven't subpoenaed myself or asked 2 lawyers or not actually Golden or any of the other attorneys.
No, they're not going to subpoena any lawyers on purpose. They just want to step on the little
Leanne. Leanne's in the UK, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, they made a mistake with that one, too. And then there was Spiritual Shift, who's also an attorney, but they probably didn't know that because they're, like, anonymous with usernames. So it's, it was never intentional, I guess. I don't see that happening. Anyone who has, like, the money or the smarts, not smarts necessarily, but the legal knowledge to fight it easily, they're not going to do that. So they pick people they didn't think could figure it out. And then, unfortunately, they made the wrong move with Cassidy and Leanne. And Spiritual Shift. So
could we just stop? Just cut the bullshit. They didn't make a mistake with him specifically. They just made a mistake by whoever. Look, I'm all for legal strategy, right? Like you do things for a reason. Like you do things to manipulate the litigation. You do things. If the goal was to try to fight the PR battle, and it clearly isn't because they've been getting their ass kicked on that one. I mean, really since end of January, right? But if this is truly a measure that was designed to like chill speech against Blake Lively, it has inflamed it to the point where the Daily Mail is now writing about how content creators are now being victimized by Blake Lively. Like we haven't even talked about Justin Baldoni in so long. Now it's about all of the other 60 content creators that have been sought for an extreme invasion of privacy by an imagined smear campaign. And what was the numbers? Wasn't it just like 1 in 60 was even brought up in the communications that they say they got from TAG or something like that they could
1 in
legitimately
45.
request. Yeah,
1 in
and they
45,
tried to insinuate in a writing to the judge that, oh, well, look, because of AEO, attorney's eyes only, we can't divulge the names, insinuating there was more than one. Turns out there's 1 in 60 or something like that,
Yeah.
which is a gross misrepresentation. And Judge Liman rightfully gave them a good old-fashioned tongue lashing on the 19th as a result. Well, I mean, he was talking shit about life. I mean, not the way that I would have, but
That was, I mean, that was the attorneys for the other side, but all he did was, say, okay, grant the motion to de-designate AEO, right?
But didn't he say some stuff about how Blake Lively is not as famous as she thought as she?
That was before an emergency hearing for her depo last week. So what actually happened was, Fritz, the attorney for Wayfair, brought up, she shouldn't have different treatment because of her celebrity, because she wanted her deposition moved again, and she got all this stuff with the location she wanted, and he said, stop, I've never heard of either one of these people anymore, celebrities, fleeting, don't make accusations, basically. So it wasn't exactly how the media is painting it out to be.
Okay. Well, I mean, that'll happen,
Yeah.
I saw Ask Two Lawyers did a show today. What were they saying about
really?
it?
I missed it. Dude, I was so busy.
Yeah, they were talking about our content creators going too far. And I was worried that they were going to take a position that was going to piss off some folks. And so I didn't get a chance to watch what they had to say, but I was just wondering if anybody knew what the general tenor of that video was.
I'm probably going to give that one a miss, just because we usually have pretty conflicting opinions. I mean, I think everybody knows by this point I like those guys, even though we don't usually agree on things. I think that's okay. There's people that I don't agree with all the time that I can still maintain relationships with. But with that one, I'm going to give that one a miss, because if they say anything that I feel like is offensive to me personally, I'm not going to want to hear that. So I'm just going to stay away from it. That's kind of how I feel like about all these things. If somebody's saying something I'm not going to like, I'm just going to stay away from that.
I feel you on that. I really like both of them. Me and them have had fundamental disagreements about this case, but I don't think we necessarily disagree on the law. Yeah. I think we understand the law. I think I just have a different approach than they, and they got a different approach, and that's cool. And that's good. It's all in good faith. But I understand that, look, their style they're very buttoned up, right? I think Stewart said he has a very strong personality, and I was trying to stick up for people because content creators, because one of the things they were saying on their other show was that some content creators take it too far and things like that. And I had made a remark that's YouTube. YouTube is all about incendiary, inflammatory, emotional speech, and people are going to say shit like that. Yeah, but it's their right to do so, And then they're like, but they're responsible for what they got to say. He's like, are they though? To the extent where we got to be worrying about a subpoena? Tell me, just give me an example of one of the content creators that was so outrageous in their commentary where a subpoena is justified on the grounds that they claimed it was justified by, which is they suspect that they were involved in a smear campaign. Because
Dr. Dobson comes to mind, but other than that, and she's on the other side, so.
Oh, well.
Do you have any idea who I'm talking
about? No, I don't know who Dr. Dobson is.
Stay away from that one.
I will.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't mind their opinions, but I do, and I'm not offended that they disagree with me. I'm really not, and I don't think they're offended that I disagree with them. But I was worried on that for prospective backlash they might receive for having a contrary opinion on this issue. And I guess what I'm trying to do is I hope that people ain't go too hard on them just for disagreeing, if that's what they did. I just don't know that's what they did.
I don't know. Apparently people are saying it was about Candace Owens and what's her face, Macron. So.
Oh, well, that makes more sense. Disregard whatever I just said, because no, I really don't know what it was.
No, you know what that's about though, right? I guess
I've not been in the news cycle for the last 48 hours.
She's suing, I think.
I heard something about Macron is suing Owens, sort of, Candace, but I have been doing lawyer shit all day, and really for the last 72 hours, and then I had to do my Koberger stream, and now I'm here.
Okay, well, I guess the only thing I know about that lady is apparently they met when he was very, very young. I guess you know that part probably, but then she's suing Candace Owens for, I think, saying that she's a man or saying that she's trans, insisting, I guess, that she's trans. But that's all I really know about that. I don't really talk politics on this channel at all, but that was kind of a weird thing that stuck out to me. I was like, excuse me? Is that something you really want to go out there and say with your whole chest if you're not sure? But I don't know, because I don't watch her show all the time.
Well, if you do, just make sure you hold your nuts while you say it.
My nuts are all over the place, man.
That's my new that's my tagline for content creators. Look, say it loud, say what you want to say, exercise your First Amendment, and say it with your nuts in your hand.
Good Lord.
All right.
All right. I don't know if there was anything else here that I wanted to point out tonight, because like I said, I'm going to go over this tomorrow at some point.
I did want to defend Cassidy's letter a little bit. I was hoping to have
a
string with her.
Well, that would help me because I need to skim through this a little bit. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, just the general tenor of it, appear to be, not to go rehash the whole thing, but the general tenor of it was like she was very almost attacking the judge. She was very forceful and vociferous in the way that she was approaching it, in a way that maybe I would not have, because I'm a lawyer and I don't write like that. But this is my opinion. When I read her letter, she is a non-party to this case. She's not even a third party. She's like a eighth party or something. There was allegations that she had, or insinuations that she had contact with people from Baldoni's side to engage in smear campaign tactics. And she was asked to give her identity and all of this really intrusive information. For her being a public person, that's not really all that public, because we don't know who she even is. Cassidy O'Connell is not a real name. She has a YouTube channel.
I actually didn't know that until like recently.
So I didn't either.
Wait a minute. What?
You know what's funny? I actually thought, I was like, oh, that's who Cassidy O'Connell is. I'm not going to say anything. So, I guess I was wrong. That's not Cassidy O'Connell at all. But anyway, the point is, she has a right to remain anonymous. Like, you have the right to start a YouTube channel. And I believe hers, she started a YouTube business based around this channel, based around this persona, Cassidy O'Connell. She has the right to remain anonymous. That's the American way. It was one of my disagreements with Ask Two Lawyers, because they're like, oh, well, identify yourself. If you're going to say it, you might as well show who you are. I was like, no, man.
I think I watched some of that, but I was working, so I couldn't watch it all.
You were in there in the stream with me. I saw you were you were making comments that were making me laugh.
Oh.
And I told them that you were going to turn over all of your OnlyFans subscribers. And I don't know if you saw that.
No, dude, because they were saying, we don't recommend representing yourself, which, like, who would? But I was just like, sorry, I'm going to do this one on hard mode. Like, I don't know what
you did. You did say
I don't
that.
have $20,000 to pay in fines for basically exercising my right to free speech. I'm not doing that.
I think if somebody
want
wants
retainers.
to,
like, these lawyers are not going to do this shit for a couple grand. They want retainers. Like, we've all tried that.
Yeah. No, yeah. Which I don't think you guys should be shelling out money for a retainer. I think this is an easy most request. But here's the other thing. I think that you have a right, if you want to remain anonymous while doing YouTube, you should not be forced to forego your identity and give it up to people that have nothing to do with you, and you have nothing to do with them, because they suspect that you may be involved in something without an offer of proof that ties you to them. If that's the case, then I have no problem with her popping off at whoever she wanted to pop off at. I wasn't even mad at it. I don't think it gives the content creators a bad name. I don't think that it was out of pocket. I think that she found herself in this situation unfairly, and she was rightfully pissed. And I give her a hand clap for her recitation of her honest and raw feelings. That's what I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried to use my message board. Didn't work out. It was going to be good. Never mind.
What were you trying to do with it?
Right?
I think you got it.
Who the fuck are you to put me on trial? I've never even met you.
It was going to conclude with that, or
does he look like a bitch?
One of those.
Anyways, I want to point out here also that, give me one sec. Leanne had just brought up the Van Zandt thing, and then also that she was concerned that other people wouldn't have a chance to defend themselves, because there was, at the time I think that she wrote this, there's no complete list. A lot of those accounts are inactive, especially the Twitter ones, apparently. There was at one point somebody was saying one of them was a minor who doesn't have a bank account. So like the parents, I guess, if this is true, which I can't confirm this, but this was just going around. If this is true, then the parents had to say like, hey, like, this is my child who does not have a bank account. Like, what are you doing? So I guess it was like a teen or something. So
yeah,
but not everybody's going to even know this is happening. Like, people are finding out today still. So
I know. I've been checking my junk. It's like, what if I got a subpoena?
You've been checking your junk.
Well, every day. I mean, never mind. Lauren, Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing a subpoena anywhere. Matter of fact, I'm checking it right now.
Oh, they don't have
out
the
of
balls. They're not going to
Oh,
do that.
look. High Smile Cooperation. The hell is that? I
Huh?
think that's a fake sponsorship
A
opportunity.
fake sponsorship? Is it for hawking dildos? Because I can assure you that one is real.
No, it is not.
All right. Well, I'm just letting you know. I got that message. So
Okay. I think this is a fake sponsorship email. Never mind. I still no subpoena.
yeah. Leanne, we're gonna give. I'm gonna give this a read over tomorrow during the day sometime. Just yours, because we're not gonna get time to go over everything tonight. So let me move over to Ashley real quick. Apologies, guys. It's just so much stuff happened later tonight, like later today after work. And naturally, I didn't
Are you
focus
having the
on
same
anything
kind of
I was
week I
supposed
am,
to.
Lauren? I hope you're not having the same kind of week I am.
You're gonna have to explain what kind of week you're having, and I can tell you because it's not been
Shitty.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of one. I mean,
Demoralizing.
my face looks how I feel right now. It's like red and flushed and exhausted. So,
Well, my face looks how I feel too, just tired and sad.
Sorry you're sad. We'll talk about that in a minute. Maybe not with all of our friends here.
No.
All right, hang on. So this is Ashley's. She was also on the Google subpoena with me, so we found out about this earlier than a lot of people did. Okay. To stall and confuse move-ins in the limited time we have to file a motion to quash this subpoena, it is believed that attorney Ezra Hudson allegedly instructed the receptionist at her law office, Manat, Phelps, and Phillips, to avoid the truth when asked about the authenticity, wow, I can't talk, of these subpoenas. One move-in's attorney was told 3 times that the subpoenas are fake. On another recorded phone call transcribed here as Exhibit E, one YouTuber was told that Ezra instructed her to say, "We don't know, we're trying to work it out," if asked about that.
Can I just explain, if that's true, if Ezra instructed her, knowing full knowledge that there were legitimate subpoenas out there, and she's instructing her to say that, that's extremely unprofessional and misleading and
You listened to
disingenuous.
that recording, right?
Which one?
From the receptionist, the one of Andy's.
Yes. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. I felt bad for the receptionist.
Right.
And yeah, but that was before we knew that it was real, that everyone was kind of rolling around. But if what I was getting at is if those were genuine orders, instructions from Ezra, because I still don't know that they have, like, maybe it was like a paralegal or assistant. It's like their second day there, and they're just like, they don't know what to do, and they can't get a hold of Ezra because she's in court. And so she's been instructed that, hey, we don't know, because maybe she didn't genuinely know. But if Ezra herself really did give her that instruction, that is shitty. That is bad faith. Yep. That is sanctionable, in my opinion.
So the thing with that is, before Andy made that phone call, one of his lawyers, I don't remember if it was Nate or if it was somebody else, one of the lawyers called, and they spoke to someone else. Nate, the lawyer, went on live and said he called Ezra's office and they told him twice it was fake. And I believe that he talked to not just a receptionist. So that's where we're kind of like, what the hell were you doing?
Yeah.
So they knew and then they sat on that for 4 or 5 days and then decided to confirm finally. But I guess you can do that. I mean, you can do that, I guess, but it's like, nobody's used to that.
But it's like, if somebody called my office, say, hey, did you send me a subpoena? I was like, yeah. Or if I know for a fact I didn't send anybody subpoenas, like, no, that whatever you got is not from me and it's not a subpoena. It's not something I'm going to dick around with. Yes, I subpoenaed this specific information. If you could just get me that, then we'd be good. I might even probably whittle it down. Just specifically, what are you looking for? I'm trying to find these bank records that have this information. Do you have that available readily? Because maybe I could withdraw the subpoena. You could just get me that, and then we could be done. But I do that in good faith. I would never just I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's fake.
Well,
maybe it's Maybelline.
Ezra's instructed Ezra herself, who was the one who issued the subpoenas, instructed the receptionist, as the receptionist said herself, to say, we have to take messages we don't know.
Oh, no, I know she said that.
So, like,
I know she said that. But what if she just said that because she didn't know what else to say? If my paralegal said something like that,
I really doubt it.
Because can I just explain?
Yeah,
I have a paralegal. If she answered a phone call and says, as she's done before, that I have given an instruction that I did not give, I would be pissed. I would be royally pissed, and she would be in trouble. And so I'm not discounting the fact that I'm hoping that maybe that's what it is. But to the extent,
would you not then clear that up in the dozens of emails you had
immediately,
received that same day, the next day,
immediately.
4 business days, dude?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You know what? You're right. I agree.
I know I'm right.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm not always right, but when I am, I'm mad about it.
Yes,
All
sir. Or not, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Sir will be fine in this instance. Thank you. All right, let's see. Oh, she's Canadian. I forgot. So like more than one of these people are just like not even on U.S. soil.
Yeah.
So she's talking again about chill lawful expression. Google lacks my consent. Some of the same stuff most of us are going to say. Failed to obtain a court order before attempting to unmask anonymous accounts. You were asking me yesterday a question I definitely didn't have the answer to about needing to file in California. What happened with that?
Oh yeah. Well, Cassidy had brought up
she brings it up here too. Serve in the wrong court.
There you go. Where the Ninth Circuit is actually the one responsible for this subpoena, not the Second Circuit, and perhaps the Second Circuit has no jurisdiction to rule on the motion to quash, which the rule 45C2 is correct. And I believe that Cassidy filed her motion in both courts. She filed one in the Second Circuit and with the Ninth Circuit. And the way that she did it, I think, is she just opened up a miscellaneous case file to basically make a ruling on this, on the subpoena that was the subject of an underlying case out of the Second Circuit, but it's enforceable in the Ninth Circuit. So the Ninth Circuit has to make the call. I honestly don't know the answer, whether it should be filed in the Ninth or the Second, but the rule, if you follow the rule to a T, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I believe that there's some merit to that.
I mean, that was all more than confusing to me, but
I just don't know what the right answer is. I don't know specifically because Judge Liman has not mentioned anything about having no jurisdiction.
No. Be too easy to have that kind of guidance.
I know.
I think she put in here. So there was the email. We're not gonna bother with that. Her intention to serve more subpoenas. A copy of her subpoena. I think there was somewhere in here. Oh my God, there's so many pages I forgot. Sorry for the scroll noises, guys.
Better than other noises I've heard out of you.
Yep. Okay. We're gonna scroll past what you just said. Let's see. So that's a transcript of Andy's call.
No.
And then they put the file. She put the file from the Jones versus Meta, because Jones is trying to get information from Pinterest and from Meta for her side of all this. She had like, I don't know if you remember her. There was like a website. It was like StephanieJonesLies.com or something. And so she had actually named a bunch of John Does, and she's like trying to unmask these people.
Yeah.
And so she included this in here because there's like some similar arguments. First Amendment right to engage in anonymous speech on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So Meta basically told Stephanie Jones to go fuck herself, like real quick. So
good.
I wish it was that simple here, but
in my experience, that's kind of the way that you handle these motions to quash. I think my motion to quash would have been like 3 pages long. Go fuck yourself. I ain't giving you shit.
Can it be 3 pages long? Because I've written about 1. So, and I mean, not exaggerating.
The caption would be page 1. The service page would be page 3. So
yeah, all right. So within about 1 page, yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
All right. Then we had Mackenzie. Let's see here. Again, I'm gonna work on these tomorrow, guys. I'm not gonna be able to go through everything tonight, but let's see. Okay, Mackenzie. I don't know if you ever talked to Mackenzie Omar. She's nice. She was the one who had 1 YouTube subscriber, which is what I actually want to show.
Oh, I've been wanting to talk to Mackenzie. Does she have like 1,000 now?
I don't know. We'll take a look in a second.
The infamous 38 subscribers. She was like a
July 11th, the day either of or after the subpoena, we were notified of that subpoena. She had 1 YouTube subscriber, which is just amazing because they're like, these people apparently act at the the behest of Tag. These people who have 1 YouTube subscriber.
I have 1 YouTube subscriber, me.
Right. Can you subscribe to yourself?
I think so. I don't know.
I will try it. Oh, she's at like 1,071.76 or something right now.
Good for her.
Am I not on hers? I should be. Well, now she has more than that because I Did not hit the button yet, I guess. But yeah, she had one subscriber, which is ridiculous.
Yo, I do got to wrap this up like in 8 minutes, though.
Yeah,
Just an FYI.
I got maybe 3 minutes of energy left. So you're
All
good.
right, cool.
Okay, so this was that letter from Ezra. Content creators who have been the subject of discovery have already painted Miss Lively as the aggressor in this lawsuit and have drawn a false equivalency between her discovery efforts and the Wayfair Party's alleged smear campaign. You knew about that one. Did you actually read what Kevin Fritz wrote, where he was saying,
Yes.
you know, okay. What? So why is that? And I know that she used a lot of ifs and apparently, but still, why is it okay to paint things that way? Like just knowing that, like, she's seen this, even if it's attorneys only, she's an attorney, she's seen it. She knows that 44 out of 45 people are not on that list. So why was it okay to present it that way?
I don't think it was, honestly. I think that it was disingenuous and misleading and in bad faith to suggest that you have all of these subpoenas that are going out because you suspect a smear campaign, and your offer of proof was you found some communications with tag naming specific content creators.
Right.
To insinuate that it was multiple, that was the justification for the subpoenas. And to not let on to the fact that, it was actually 1 out of 44. And the one I think was Andy or something like that, wasn't it?
That's the assumption, but I believe Andy got that statement from Brian Friedman's office, not tag. So I actually don't know.
But either way, 1 out of 44. And so that's not the same thing as an offer of proof justifying all of these subpoenas. Fritz was absolutely right. And then he says, you know what? We don't need AEO. How about we'll just rescind ours. We'll show you the list and everybody else can judge for themselves, which was the exact right thing to do because it made them look even stupider than they already have. More heartless, more acting in bad faith as they've been throughout this litigation. Up until this point, they've been winning a lot of battles, just pure legal in the pure legal sense, right? But insofar as they're going on with this stunt with the content creators, I called out like a week ago that this has nothing to do with evidence they think they're going to find. It's about chilling speech, getting the focus off of Blake's deposition, which, by the way, still hasn't happened. I think it was what's scheduled now for the 31st.
31st.
But now what has happened is it's created this content storm of people attacking Blake Lively's law firm. Maybe that was by design. So I guess if that's what they intended, then good for them. All of the pressure is off of Lively and it's onto their firm. So they are the sacrificial lamb for their client. I guess if that was the intent, well done. Well done. I just don't think that they're that smart, honestly. I don't think that they understand PR that well. To conclude
hell no. You think I'm not mad at Blake for that? Come on. Like that. Oh no. Hell no.
Oh, well, I don't know. I would just go in after because the attorneys are the ones issuing the subpoenas. It's not Lively.
And she's the one who lied about a smear campaign because she won't accept the consequences of her actions.
Well, I'll just give an example. Like if Blake Lively told me to subpoena content creators, I'd be like, no. On what offer of proof? I'm not doing that. How about that?
I think her lawyers would just do it, to be honest. I think she would tell them to do it. I think they would do it. I think they want.
If they're paying enough, I guess maybe.
As long as the check clears, man. I don't think it matters.
There was one content creator that was in Tag's communication, so we will subpoena
asking
all
for a
of them.
comment. Jesus. All right, let me read these and we gotta go. Let's see. Winner takes all. Thank you for the 2. Oh, and thank you for the $50 super sticker. I appreciate you. That's awesome. AT1776. Don't bully Lauren fun.
Who's bullying my friend Lauren? Ain't nobody bullying Lauren.
Huh?
Only person that could bully Lauren is me.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. My brother, my big brother might have
him too.
Monopoly on that.
Brothers always have a
just Ricardo, thank you for the 2. Currently at a baby metal concert. What are you doing here? You're at a baby metal concert. Thank you.
Oh, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. All right. AKA the Cat Lady, thank you for 10. What Ask Two lawyers should be talking about is how creators can be protected from lawsuits. Mainstream media have high-priced lawyers and creators have zero protection. Well, we're
they did kind of say that. They just said basically speak less I don't know, recklessly.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Be careful what you say is what they said.
If I wanted to be careful what I say, I would have stuck to my day jobs.
Yeah.
All right, this is yours.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Jack, for the 20. Says I have they unsealed the AEO creator list from Tag. I don't know. They said they were going to. I don't think that's actually been done yet. Has it, Lauren?
No, it hasn't.
Because it's got to be by both sides. It can't just be.
Well, it's not
about doing
AEO
it.
anymore, but they're just not gonna. I don't think they're just not gonna apply to keep the seal on it or something like that. I can't remember
Right, I see.
what the deal was. Here is this for you too.
Love for Lauren and Omar. MCH High Life. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Beautiful photograph.
All right, guys, we got to go because Omar needs to go home, and I need to do what I should have been doing all day today. So, all right, thanks
You need to
everyone.
get some rest.
Yep. See ya.
All right, young lady. Folks, I love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.